Hi students, today our topic is S block elements. S block elements. What is S block elements? The differentiating electrons enters into the S subshell. It is called S block elements. The differentiating electron enters into the S subshell. It is called S block elements. Differentiating electron means lost electrons. Differentiating electron means lost electrons. In S block means it is in S orbital. In S orbital, there are two electrons possible. Maximum electrons are 2. So, it has two groups. In S orbital, maximum number of electrons are 2. So, it has two groups. Means S block elements has two groups. They are 1A group elements and 2A group elements. In S block, there are two groups. One is 1A group elements, another one is 2A group elements. So, 1A, what are the 1A group elements? Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium are called 1A group elements. Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium are called 1A group elements. What are the 2A group elements? Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. These are called 2A group elements. Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. These are called 2A group elements. So, 1A group elements 1 hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. There are 7 elements. 3 plus 4, 7. In 2A group elements there are only 6 elements. In 1A group element there is the first element. It is called hydrogen element. Except hydrogen, remain all 1A group elements are called alkali metals. Alkali metals. Except hydrogen, remain all 1A group elements are called alkali metals. These elements are called alkaline earth metals. Alkaline earth metals. So, lithium to francium is called alkali metals. Beryllium to radium is called alkaline earth metals. So, 1A group elements means hydrogen to francium, alkali metals to lithium to francium. Because hydrogen is not a metal, it is a non-metal element. So, these all are metals. So, these are called alkali metals. These are also called metals. They are alkaline earth metals. Alkali metals, alkaline earth metals. These are present in 1A group. These are present in 2A group. In IUPAC method, this is also called 1A group element is also called group 1 and 2A group elements is also called group 2 in IUPAC methods. Because we know that in periodic table there are 18 groups and 7 periods. In 18 groups, first group elements are 1A group elements, second group elements are called 2A group elements. Except hydrogen, remain all 1A group elements are called alkali metals. These all are called alkaline earth metals. Why they are called alkali metals? Alkali metals. Alkali means basic nature. Alkali metals means it has a basic nature. Means its metal oxides mean, for example, sodium oxide. Its metal oxide reaction with water, it can form alkali solution, means base solution. So they are called alkali metals. Its metal oxides reaction with water, it can form alkali solution, means base solution. So these are called alkali metals. These are also alkali metals, but they are present in earth crusts. Generally they are present in earth crusts. So these are also called alkaline earth metals. So both can form basic nature. For example, magnesium oxide reaction with water, it can form magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide means 1A group elements, alkali metals reaction with water, it can form base nature, means alkali nature. 2A group elements reaction with water, it can form base nature, means alkali nature. But in these two, these are more basic nature. 1A and 2A group elements which can form more basic nature, means 1A group elements have more basic character than 2A group elements. That is about 1A and 2A group elements. So in this first one is alkali metals, means 1A group elements. So except in this topic in S block, first one is alkali metals. Alkali metals. We know that what are the alkali metals? Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium are called alkali metals. In this, francium is radioactive element. In this, francium is a radioactive element. So it is a different properties compared to remaining one. So here in this topic we study about lithium to cesium only. Lithium to cesium only. So in this alkali metals, its atomic number, serial number, name of the element, its atomic number and electronic configuration. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total 1A group: hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Its atomic number 1, 3, 11, 18, 36, 1, 3, add plus 8, plus 8, plus 8, 19, plus 18, 18 means 37, plus 18 means 55, plus 32, 87. Its atomic number 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 8, 11, 11 plus 8, 19, 19 plus 18, 37, 37 plus 18, 55, plus 32, 87. So adding number, first one we know 2, 8, 8, 18, 32. Its atomic numbers 1, 3, 11, 19, 37, 55 and 87. Configuration, electronic configuration. Hydrogen 1s1. Lithium is 3 atomic number 1s2, 2s1. Simply it is called helium 2s1. This one similarly neon 3s1 sodium, potassium, argon 4s1, rubidium helium, neon, argon, krypton 5s1, xenon 6s1, radon 7s1. Its electronic configuration: hydrogen 1s1, lithium, helium 2s1, sodium, neon 3s1, potassium, argon 4s1, rubidium, krypton 5s1, cesium, xenon 6s1, francium, radon 7s1. Means except first one, helium, noble gases are here. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. So after that elements, these all are have a same type of the configuration. That means all elements have valency 1 electrons. That is 1s1, 2s1, 3s1, 4s1, 5s1, 6s1, 7s1. So n principal quantum number, n only change. So its general electronic configuration is ns1. Its general electronic configuration is ns1. N means principal quantum number or shell number. There are 7 shells, 1 to 7. So n value only change. S orbital there is only 1 electron. So its GEC is ns1. Its possible oxidation number is +1. Because valency shell there is only 1 electron, so they lost 1 electron, it can form a stable configuration. So its possible oxidation number is always +1. Generally 1A group elements possible oxidation number is +1. So this is the electronic configuration and also common oxidation number. And also once you remember that in 1A group, hydrogen is non-metal, francium is a radioactive elements. Generally, in this group, we study about lithium to cesium only. Lithium to cesium only. When we observe alkali metals has highly reactivity elements compared to riemann metals. Alkali elements are more reactivity nature. Why? Because only 1 electron in their valency shell. So they lost easily 1 electron. They can form a noble gas configuration. Compared to riemann metals, compared to 2A group elements also. Means in S block means 1A and 2A group elements. Compared to riemann metals or compared to 2A group elements, 1A group elements has more reactivity character because they lost 1 electron easily. They can form a noble gas configuration. So yes, 1A group elements are more reactivity elements. Its abundance. In this, we know that lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. Studying from lithium to cesium only. In lithium to cesium, sodium is more available in nature. So its abundance order: sodium, potassium, rubidium, lithium, cesium. Lithium is the 4th element in availability in nature. First availability in nature is sodium, abundance. So from lithium to cesium, sodium is more available in nature. Least one is cesium. Sodium next potassium, next rubidium, then only lithium, next cesium possible. So abundance, that is sodium. First, next one is potassium. Sodium and potassium 6th and 7th position in earth crusts. Sodium and potassium availability in earth crust is 6th and 7th position. Sodium and potassium position in earth crust is 6th and 7th position in earth crust. And next one is this one available abundance, and also here its position in earth crust. Sodium is 6th, potassium is 7th position. Here in this group elements, when we observe in this group, it has a minerals. This group elements has a minerals. Its minerals mainly more availability element is sodium. Sodium minerals are more available in nature. Sodium minerals are NaCl. NaCl solid is called rock salt. Solid is called rock salt. Rock salt, common salt, table salt. NaCl in solid state it is called rock salt, common salt, table salt. NaCl aqueous is there. It is called brine solution. It is called NaCl aqueous solution. It is called brine solution. NaCl solid is called rock salt, common salt, and table salt. Sodium mineral, this one. Next, another one is sodium mineral is Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. Its name washing soda. Washing soda or Na2CO3 soda ash. Another means all waters are removed from washing soda. We call soda ash. Na2CO3. It's Na2CO3. Another sodium mineral, sodium hydroxide, that is called caustic soda. Caustic soda, sodium hydroxide. It's another name, caustic soda. Next one is NaCO3, sodium bicarbonate. Its name baking soda. Its another name is baking soda. So sodium has many minerals. So its main minerals are sodium, NaCl, rock salt, common salt, table salt. Suppose it is with water, it is called brine solution. Na2CO3 dot 10H2O is called washing soda. Na2CO3 is called soda ash. NaOH is called caustic soda. NaCO3 is called baking soda. And also another compound NaNO3. NaNO3, chain saltpeter. Chain saltpeter. NaNO3, chain saltpeter. These are the main sodium minerals. Main sodium minerals. Similarly, next element available in earth crust is potassium. Potassium also main minerals. In that main one is KCl. Sylvine, its name. Sylvine KCl. Next carbonate KCl NgCl2 dot 6H2O. Carbonate. So potassium main mineral is Sylvine KCl. Next one is carbonate KCl NgCl2 dot 6H2O. So these are the minerals. Similarly, remaining elements also minerals, but they are very less available in nature. In this topic, the properties of the general properties of S block elements. General properties of S block elements. General properties means first one is atomic radius. Atomic radius. From lithium to cesium, its atomic radius value increases. From lithium to cesium, atomic lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, its atomic radius increases. Ionic radius, same, lithium to cesium, ionic radius increases. Ionic radius means these group elements have cation nature. So cationic nature, because these group elements lost one electron. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. These all are lost one electron. It can form noble gas combination. Lost electrons, it is called cationic nature. So cation. So cations means cationic radius. Its meaning cationic radius, lithium to cesium, increases. Next property is ionization potential. IP value from lithium to cesium, IP value decreases. Next one is electron affinity. Electron affinity also decreases. Next, electropositivity. Electropositivity lithium to cesium increases. Electronegativity lithium to cesium electronegativity decreases. So generally these group elements have a more electropositivity characters, because we know that metals has electropositivity characters, non-metals has electronegativity characters. This group, in this 1A group, except hydrogen, all are metals. So metals has electropositivity characters. So they have a positive charge. Electropositivity character. So its positivity increases means electronegativity value decreases. In this group, not only in this group, generally in periodic table, highest electropositivity element is generally we call cesium. Okay, electropositivity element is cesium because it is more metallic character. So electropositivity increases, metallic character also increases. Electropositivity increases means metallic character increases. Electronegativity increases means non-metallic character increases, metallic character decreases. They are the general properties, and also in this group elements it has some chemical properties. These group elements, we know that these group elements have more reactivity nature, more reactivity characters. So these elements are reactive with many compounds, many elements or molecules. They can form a compounds. In these group elements, first one is reaction with hydrogen. These chemical properties of alkali metals. Chemical properties of alkali metals. In this first one is reaction with hydrogen. These group metals, reaction with hydrogen, it can form hydride, metallic hydrides. This group elements, reaction with hydrogen, it can form metallic hydride. For example, sodium, reaction with hydrogen, it can form sodium hydride. Or that is potassium, reaction with hydrogen, it can form potassium hydride. This group elements, reaction with hydrogen, it can form metal hydrides. Metal hydrides. Here, very important quantitative term is generally hydrogen. Hydrogen has positive oxidation number, means +1 oxidation number. Hydrogen has +1 oxidation number, means in HCl, H2SO4, HNO3, okay, like that compound, hydrogen has a +1 oxidation number. But in metallic hydride, hydrogen has -1 oxidation number, because we know that metals has highest electropositivity character. So it has a positive oxidation number. By the compound rule, at the same time, hydrogen has a -1 oxidation number. So in these metals, in this metal hydrides, hydrogen oxidation number is -1. Hydrogen oxidation number is -1. NaH means Na plus H minus. KH means K plus H minus. So in this metal hydrides, hydrogen oxidation number is -1. And these metals are ionic hydrides. Ionic hydrides. These metal plus and minus are possible So these alkali metals has ionic hydrides. Its ionic hydride nature top to bottom increases. Means from lithium to cesium, ionic hydride nature increases. From lithium to cesium, ionic hydride nature increases. So that is about the reaction with hydrogen gas. This group elements reaction with hydrogen, it can form hydrides. Next one is reaction with halogens. This group elements reaction with halogens. This group elements reaction with halogens, it can form halides. It can form halides. For example, M reaction with halogen, it can form MX. M reaction with halogen, it can form MX. For example, sodium reaction with chlorine, it can form sodium chloride. Similarly, potassium reaction with chlorine, it can form potassium chloride. Means these metals reaction with halogen, it can form metal halides. It's a metal halides. So this group elements reaction with hydrogen, it can form hydrides. They are ionic hydrides. Its ionic hydrides nature increases. This group top to bottom increases. In this group elements reaction with halogen, it can form metal halides. It can form metal halides. In these metal halides, except cesium chloride, means cesium chloride, remain all halides as FCC structure. These are also ionic halides. These are also ionic crystals. You know that in chemical bonding, NaCl is ionic crystal. So these are all are ionic crystal. Except cesium chloride, these metal halides has FCC structure, phase center cubic structure. But cesium chloride has BCC structure, body center cubic structure. In metal halides, except cesium halides, remain all are FCC structure, phase center cubic structure. But cesium chloride has BCC structure. So that is about metal halides. Next one, this group elements reaction with oxygen, it can form oxides, peroxides and superoxides. This group elements reaction with oxygen, it can form oxides. Second one is peroxides. Third one is superoxides. This group elements reaction with oxygen, it can form three types of oxides. That is oxides, simple oxides, peroxides and superoxides. So what are they? You know that lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. So lithium to cesium. In this, lithium can form only oxides. They are called mono-oxides. Sodium can form oxides and peroxides. Sodium can form oxides and peroxides. Remaining three elements can form oxides, peroxides and superoxides. These group elements can form three types of oxides. Simple oxide, that is called monoxide. Next one is peroxides. Next one is superoxides. So what is the oxides, peroxides and superoxides? Generally, M2O is called oxides in nature. N2O2 is called peroxide nature. MO2 is called superoxide nature. General formulas. This group elements has three types of oxides. Simple oxides, that is called monoxide, peroxides, superoxide. M means here, M means 1A group metals. 1A means all alkali metals. M means alkali metals. They can form three types of oxides now. That is simple oxide, monoxide, peroxide, superoxide. M2O, M2O2, MO2. So M2O example, that is lithium oxide, sodium oxide, potassium oxide. M2O2, sodium peroxide, potassium peroxide, rubidium peroxide, superoxide, potassium superoxide, rubidium superoxide, cesium superoxide. Cesium superoxide. In this oxides means M2O. Its oxide ion formula O-2. Peroxide means M2O2. Its formula O2-2. Superoxide MO2. Its formula O2-. M2O oxide, which is also written as, because M means alkali metals, M oxidation number is +1, 2M means +2. So by crisscross method O-2. Here this one is +1, 2 metals +2. So this one goes to here O2-2. +1, this one goes to here O2-. So oxide simply we call O2O-2, peroxides O2-2, superoxides O2-. O2-. In oxides, oxygen oxidation number -2. In peroxide, oxygen oxidation number -1. In superoxide, oxygen oxidation number -1/2. There are oxides, peroxides, superoxide. In oxides, oxygen oxidation number -2. In peroxide, oxygen oxidation number -1. In superoxide, oxygen oxidation number -1/2. With suitable examples. Suitable example means in sodium oxide, oxygen oxidation number is, you know that sodium standard oxidation number +1, oxygen X is equal to 0, X is equal to -2. So oxygen oxidation number -2. This is simple oxide or monoxide. Next one is peroxides. In general formula M2O2, example Na2O2. In this 2 into sodium oxidation number +1, 2x is equal to 0. 2x is equal to -2, x is equal to -1. That is called peroxides. Next, third one is superoxides. Superoxide general formula MO2. Example is KO2. So potassium oxidation number is 1, 2x oxygen oxidation number calculate -1, x is equal to -1/2. Means in oxides, oxygen oxidation number -2, in peroxide, oxygen oxidation number -1, in superoxide, oxygen oxidation number is -1/2. Means these group elements can form oxides, peroxides and superoxides. Oxides, peroxides and superoxides. But there are some conditions. What are the conditions? Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. Simple oxide, that is called M2O, peroxide M2O2, superoxide MO2. simple oxide, monoxide, peroxide, superoxides. Lithium can form only simple oxide but not peroxide and superoxide. Sodium can form oxides and peroxides, not superoxide. Potassium can form all types of oxides. Potassium and remain elements Rb2O, Rb2O2, RbO2. Cesium, CS2O, CS2O2, CSO2. So only all elements can form monoxide or simple oxide, except lithium remain all can form peroxides, except lithium and sodium remain can form superoxides. These are also can form superoxides but very less. Generally we call like this only. So oxides, peroxides, superoxides. So that is about this. In this, oxides and peroxide has diamagnetic nature, superoxides has paramagnetic nature. Oxides and peroxides are diamagnetic nature, superoxides has paramagnetic nature. Generally we know that diamagnetic nature means colorless, paramagnetic nature means color compounds. Repeat once again. Generally, oxides, peroxides are diamagnetic nature, superoxides are paramagnetic nature. Similarly, diamagnetic nature has a colorless, paramagnetic nature compounds are color compounds. That is about oxides and peroxides. In this group, elements has a oxides, peroxides and superoxides. Next one is this group elements reaction with water, it can form alkali solution. Already you know that term, reaction with water. Reaction with water. First one, reaction with hydrogen completed. Next one, reaction with halogens completed. Next, reaction with oxygen completed. Next one is reaction with water. Reaction with water. This group elements reaction with water, it can form alkali solution. Reaction with water, it can form MOH and hydrogen gas for balance. MOH and hydrogen gas. That is example, 2 sodium reaction with 2 water molecule, it can form 2 NaOH and hydrogen gas. Or potassium reaction with water molecule, it can form potassium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Means this group elements reaction with water, it can form alkali solution and hydrogen gas. Alkali solution and hydrogen gas. These all are basic nature. So basic nature means alkali nature. So these are called alkali metals. And its basic nature top to bottom increases. Basic character top to bottom increases. From lithium to cesium, basic nature increases. Lithium to cesium, basic nature increases. You know that in group basic nature increases, in periods acidic nature increases. So this is in group top to bottom, basic nature increases. These are the main chemical properties of S block elements, that is particularly in alkali metals. In these alkali metals, main available element is in nature is sodium. Sodium has a minerals. In that sodium, first one is sodium. Generally, we know that alkali metals are highly reactivity elements. So they are stored in kerosene bottles. These are highly reactivity elements. Suppose sodium react with sodium is in atmosphere, they react with air, they can form oxide, or they react with water, they can form hydroxides. So these are highly reactivity elements. So these are stored in a kerosene. In this sodium is generally prepared by the sodium metal. Pure sodium metal is prepared by two methods. One is called Castner's process or method. Second one is Down's process. Down's process means Down's method. Sodium metal in this group, main available element in earth crust is, you know that, sodium metal. In this first one is Castner's process, second one is a Down's process. How to prepare sodium from Castner's process? In Castner's process, we prepare sodium from caustic soda. What is the caustic soda formula? NaOH. Caustic soda formula NaOH. When NaOH is electrolysis, it can form 2Na plus 2OH minus at nearly 300 centigrade. It can form 2Na plus and 2OH minus. This 2Na plus gain of 2 electron, it can form sodium metal possible at cathode. This OH minus, for balance purpose used, OH minus combine to form water and oxygen gas with electrons. 4OH minus for balance, this one. This is possible at anode. These are possible at anode. In Castner-Keller process, we prepare the sodium metal. In this metal, electrolyte is NaOH solution. That is called fused NaOH. At NaOH heated at 300 centigrade, it can form sodium plus and OH minus ion. This sodium plus gain of 2 electron, it can form sodium metal. OH minus, this OH minus, loss of electron, it can form water and oxygen. This water, electrolysis, then it can form H plus and OH minus. Another time, H plus and OH minus. This H plus gain of 2 electron, it can form hydrogen gas. So this is also possible at anode. This is also possible at cathode. Hydrogen. So here remember that this one, sodium hydroxide, sodium plus OH minus, Na plus sodium metal, OH minus H2O oxygen possible, sodium possible at cathode, H2O oxygen possible at anode. This one also hydrolysis, it can form hydrogen gas possible. Here remember that what is cathode and anode in this condition. In this condition, cathode generally used as a steel tank, a steel container. Anode used as a iron rods. This is a steel tank, this is a iron rods. So that is the process of Castner-Keller process. Next means from caustic soda to sodium prepared by Castner-Keller's process. Another one process is Down's process. In Down's process also we prepare the sodium, but it is prepared from NaCl solution, means brine solution, that is NaCl. Down's process. Sodium prepared from Down's process. In this process, take a rectangular iron tank. In this process, they take one rectangular iron tank. This is filled with NaCl solution. Fused NaCl solution, that is called brine solution. NaCl solution. It is called brine solution. In this, down there is a graphite rod. It acts as anode. Above this, these are white gases. White gas. This is also same gas. And this is called dome. Dome. These are in this one type of arrangement, a circular steel. A circular steel wire. This is act as cathode. Say, this is act as cathode. So, here what is cathode? A circular steel wire, that is called cathode. What is anode? Graphite rod is anode. In this filled by NaCl solution. This NaCl solution, some amount of this NaCl solution added up to 60% CaCl2 also, because for the easy electrolysis. In this NaCl solution has high temperature for electrolysis, that is nearly 800 centigrade. When added to 60% nearly CaCl2 solution, its temperature is reduced to 600 centigrade temperature. So, some amount of electrolyte is added to this, that is called CaCl2 solution. At low temperature, in that condition, at low temperature it can form ionizing. When this is electrolysis, in that conditions, NaCl is converted as Na plus and Cl minus. Na plus, gain of 2 electron, it can form sodium metal at cathode. 2 Cl minus, loss of chlorine gas, it can form at anode. Means sodium is possible at cathode. Cathode means Cl. Here sodium is deposited. In this side here sodium is deposited. Anode means graphite rod. Here chlorine gas is evaporated. This is the process of Downs. So in the Downs process, they take a rectangular iron tank. This is filled by the NaCl solution, and in this down there is a graphite rod. It acts as anode. Beside there is a steel wires act as cathodes. Above there is a dome. These two are separated by white gas. Means cathode and anode are separated by white gas. When electrolysis this solution, in this solution NaCl is ionized as Na plus Cl minus. Na plus gain of 2 electron, it can form sodium metal possible at cathodes. So sodium are deposited here. We removed these from one type of arrangement, and chlorine is there. Chlorine, loss of 2 electron, it can form chlorine gas by our dome. So these are the main products, sodium and chlorine gas possible by Downs process. In this process we have some amount of up to 60% CaCl2, because NaCl required more temperature for electrolysis. When we add this solution, its temperature is reduced 800 to 600 centigrade. Means at low temperature only it is electrolysis. So we added the CaCl2 solution. This is the Downs process, sodium metal preparation from NaCl. Previous is sodium preparation from Kastner-Kellner. Only Kastner's process. This is only Downs process. Kastner process electrolyte is sodium hydroxide. Downs process electrolyte is NaCl, sodium chloride. That is our compounds. Next one is very important compound, sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxides are prepared by the mainly two methods. Sodium hydroxide is prepared by mainly two methods. One is Kastner-Kellner's process. Another one is Nelson cell. Sodium hydroxide is prepared by two methods. One is Kastner-Kellner process, another one is Nelson cell. So, in this first one is Kastner-Kellner process. First one is Kastner-Kellner process. Sodium hydroxide preparation. First in this process, take a rectangular iron tank. This is a rectangular iron tank. This tank is divided into three compartments by two slates. These are not connected to bottom like this. These are divided into three compartments. 1, 2, 3 compartment by two slates. These two are called slates. Bottom of the compartment, bottom of the iron tank filled with mercury. Bottom of the iron tank filled with mercury. Sides of iron tank, or that is called outer compartments. Outer compartments filled with NaCl solutions. NaCl solution. Middle compartment filled with dilute NaOH. Dilute NaOH. Outer compartment, graphite rods act as anode. Outer compartments, graphite rods act as anode. Middle compartment, iron rods act as cathodes. Iron rods cathode. And there are outlet in three compartments. Outlets. In this is called mercury. This is a rectangular iron tank. Iron tank. These are slates. These are slates and mercury. Here there is a H screw. This is the base of this tank. This is H. It is a screw. This is the Kastner-Kellner process diagram. Once I repeat once again. Repeat once again. This one. In this process, take a rectangular iron tank. This tank is divided into three compartments by two slates. Divided into three compartments by two slates. This down of the compartment filled by mercury. Outer compartment filled with NaCl solutions. NaCl solution. Middle compartment filled with dilute NaOH solution. Outer compartments graphites act as anode. Middle compartment iron rods act as cathodes. Mercury behaves like both character, means cathode and anode characters. Here there is H screw and this arrangement based on this base. When electrolysis these solutions, in that condition, in this outer compartments, what are the compounds in outer compartments? NaCl solution. This NaCl solution ionized as Na plus Cl minus. This Cl minus loss of 2 electron, it can form chlorine gas at anode. This Na plus, so NaCl, Na plus Cl minus possible. Cl minus convert into chlorine gas. This Na plus reaction with mercury, gain of 1 electron with mercury, it can form sodium amalgam. Once check it. In N electrolysis, outer compartment NaCl solutions. Outer compartments NaCl solution. This NaCl solution ionized as Na plus and Cl minus. Cl minus converted as chlorine gas. In this chlorine gas is evaporated. Remain one is Na plus ions. This Na plus ions reaction with mercury, it can form sodium amalgam. This sodium amalgam passed into a middle compartment through H screw. This sodium amalgams passed into the middle compartment through H screw. So in the conditions, in inner compartment, this sodium amalgam then ionized as Na plus Hg plus electron, same as first one reverse. Now in this inner compartment, what are the components? In this inner compartment, there is a dilute NaOH solution. In dilute NaOH solution, there is a Na plus and OH minus. NaOH means Na plus and OH minus possible. And there is more number of water molecule. And more diluted means NaOH means water is more. So in this water ionized as H plus and OH minus. In this water ionized as NaH plus and OH minus. This Na plus reaction with OH minus, it can form sodium hydroxide. This H plus gain of 2 electron, it can form hydrogen gas. So meaning in middle compartment, hydrogen gas evaporated, sodium hydroxide is produced. Here remember, means there is a diluted NaOH. When sodium amalgam enter into this compound, sodium ions are increases, so NaOH concentration increases. Means in this process, diluted NaOH is converted into concentrated NaOH by Kastner-Kellner's process. So NaOH is prepared by the Kastner-Kellner's process. In this process, we take a rectangular iron tank, divide into 3 compartments. Outer compartment filled by the NaCl solution, middle compartment filled by dilute NaOH. Outer compartment, graphite act as anode, mercury act as cathode. Inner compartment, iron rods cathode, mercury anode. Here very important concept which is mercury behaves the both character, that is cathode and anode character. In outer compartment mercury behaves the cathode character, in inner compartment mercury behaves the anode character. In this possible reactions, in outer compartment NaCl, Na plus Cl minus, Cl minus chlorine gas was separated. Sodium reaction with mercury, it can form sodium amalgam. Inner compartment, this one is reverse possible. In inner compartment there is a dilute NaOH, means water is more, not NaOH here taken, water is more. This water is converted as H plus OH minus, H plus converted as hydrogen. This OH minus react with these sodium ions, it can form NaOH. Means here diluted NaOH is converted as concentrated NaOH. This is the drawback of the Castner-Kellner process. Means here we will take diluted NaOH and convert it to concentrated NaOH. Means without NaOH, it is not prepared the sodium hydroxide preparation by this process. That is called Castner-Kellner's process. Another one in this topic is Downs process. Another one topic is Downs process. In Downs process, Downs process completed Nelson cell. In Nelson cell also NaCl solutions are prepared by the Nelson cell. In Nelson cell, we take a U-shape. NaOH is prepared by the Nelson cell. NaOH prepared previous is Castner-Kellner process. Second one is Nelson cell. In this Nelson cell, first we will take a perforated U-shaped steel tank. Perforated U-shaped steel tank. Perforated means very small holes generally. Diagram will show a large holes but a small holes. Perforated U-shaped steel tank. Inside of this lining with asbestos. Inside of this lining with asbestos. Okay, this is filled with NaCl solution. In this we put the graphite rod. We put the graphite. This is taken into another iron tank. This is taken into another iron tank. So Nelson cell. In Nelson cell also NaOH solution is prepared. In this process, this is U-shaped steel tank. Steel tank acts as cathode. Perforated U-shape means a small holes. Inside of this line is asbestos. This is filled with brine solution, that is called NaCl solution. In this is a graphite. So NaCl solution is taken. NaCl solution. A chlorine gas evaporated. Chlorine gas. So in this there is a surrounded by this one is iron tank. This is graphite rod anode. Bottom of the container, NaOH solution is produced. Pass the steam. Here hydrogen gas is liberated. This is the Nelson cell diagram to preparation of sodium hydroxide from brine solution. NaCl solution from brine solution means NaCl solution. So repeat once again. In this process, we take a perforated U-shaped steel tank. In this, inside of this, lined with asbestos. This is filled with NaCl solution, brine solution. In this, dip the graphite rod, acts as anode. Here, steel tank acts as cathode, graphite rod acts as anode. These two are separated by asbestos line. In this process, what is cathode? Steel tank. What is anode? Graphite rod. These two are separated by asbestos line. This total arrangement taken in another iron tank. Another iron tank. Then pass the steam in this bottom of this tank. Then we electrolysis it. When electrolysis this, chlorine gas possible at anode, hydrogen gas possible at cathode, bottom of the container NaOH solution is produced. When electrolysis this solution, when passed by steam, steam means H2O. In that condition, chlorine gas possible at anode, hydrogen gas possible at cathode, bottom of the container NaOH solution is produced. In these chemical reactions are NaCl is ionized as Na plus Cl minus. This Cl minus loss of 2 electron, it can form chlorine gas at anode. In this NaCl converted as chlorine gas at anode. Remind one is Na plus ions in this container. When electrolysis this asbestos lining is melting, these Na plus ions are passed through this perforated holes. When Na plus ions fall down, in that same time when you pass the steam, in that condition, these Na plus ions react with steam, it can form sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas at the cathode. When these sodium ions fall in this container, at the same time steam passes through this, in that Na plus ions reaction with steam, it can form sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. So like this, NaOH is prepared. In this very important quantitative bits are electrolyte solution, NaCl solution, another name brine solution. In this cathode, perforated U-shaped steel tank, anode, graphite rod. These two are separated by asbestos lining. What is the cathode product? Sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gases. What is anode product? Chlorine gas. What is cathode? You know, steel tank. What is anode? Graphite rod. So, NaOH is prepared by two methods here. One is Castner-Kellner process, another one is Knudsen cell. In these two cells, which is the better method to prepare NaOH means Knudsen cell. Because here we prepared NaOH from NaCl only. Previous one, NaOH is prepared from NaCl and NaOH. That is the drawback of that principle. This is the NaOH NaCl preparation. Next one in this topic is sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate is called washing soda. It is prepared by soda, ammonia soda process, that is called solvent process. In this electrolytes, ammonia, water, carbon dioxide and brine solutions are taken. We prepare the sodium bicarbonate. So these sodium minerals generally used in the preparation of artificial silks, soap, paper and petroleum refining and quantitative qualitative analysis. Like that, so many preparations these sodium minerals are used. That is about the S block elements. Main topic is 1A group. In this 1A group, another one is, we know that they are the you biological importance of sodium, potassium and sodium, potassium, rubidium, biological importance also you know that. Another one is you know that 2A group elements. 2A group elements we know beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. These all are called 2A group elements. Radium is in this radioactive elements. Its atomic numbers are possible 4, 12, 20, 38, 56 and another one is 88. So here remember that plus 8 plus 8 plus 18 plus 18 plus 32. So beryllium we know that 4, beryllium 4, 4 plus 8 12, 12 plus 8 20, 20 plus 18 38 plus 18 56 plus 32, that is 88. So it's atomic numbers and configuration. You know that this is helium 2s2, sorry 2s2. This is neon 3s2, argon 4s2, krypton 5s2, xenon 6s2, radon 7s2. So all elements, this is start with second shell and with seventh shell. In S block element 1A group, 1A group element start with first shell ends with 7, but this is start with second and ends with seventh shell. So these all are called alkaline earth metals. In this radium is radioactivity elements. In this group elements, its properties are similar to 1A group elements. Means these are more metallic characters. These are also high reactivity, but its reactivity is lesser than 1A group elements because they have a completely filled electronic configuration. Completely filled electronic configuration. It has generally NH2, general electronic configuration, possible oxidation number is +2. These group elements also like they have minerals. Beryllium minerals are beryl, magnesium minerals, magnesite, dolomite, carnallite, Epsom salt. Beryl, beryllium mineral, main mineral, magnesium main mineral, magnesite, dolomite, carnallite, Epsom salt. Calcium mineral, you know that lime, limestone, dolomite, limestone, you know that CaCO2. Similarly, remaining elements also less minerals. These are also similar properties like 1A group elements. They have reaction with hydrogen, hydrides, reaction with oxygen, oxides, reaction with water, hydroxides. So its chemical properties are similar to 1A group elements. And this group element general properties also nearly similar to 1A group element. Not 100%, nearly similar to. Means talk about them, atomic radius increases, IP value decreases, electron affinity decreases, electronegativity decreases, electropositivity increases. But compared to 1A group element, 2A group element, electropositivity is less. Compared to 1A group element, 2A group elements are less reactivity elements. And in this group elements, main mineral is very important mineral is plaster of Paris and gypsum. CaSO4 H2O is called gypsum. It is gypsum CaSO4 H2O. CaSO4 H2O, CaSO4 H2O or 2CaSO4 H2O is called plaster of Paris. This plaster of Paris is prepared from gypsum. Gypsum, you know that CaSO4 H2O. This CaSO4 H2O is heated at low temperature. It can form CaSO4 H2O plus 3/2 H2O. This CaSO4 H2O then heated, you will get only CaSO4 H2O. Means gypsum is converted into CaSO4 dot of H2O. It is called plaster of Paris. That is heated, then you get CaSO4. This CaSO4 means dead bond gypsum, means total water molecule removed from gypsum. So it is called dead bond gypsum. So what is gypsum formula? CaSO4 dot 2H2O. What is plaster of Paris formula? CaSO4 dot of H2O. It is also written as 2CaSO4 dot H2O. Plaster of Paris uses, we know that it is used in infrastructure building constructions and also used in many toys preparations and also some equipment preparation. These all are used plaster of Paris. In this main one, biological importance. In this group, magnesium, calcium more available in nature compared to beryllium. Magnesium, calcium more available in nature. Magnesium and calcium. Magnesium means here magnesite, MgCO3, dolomite, MgCO3 dot CaCO3. Calcium means limestone main mineral. It is more available in nature. So these are also calcium, biologically important. It is more available in our bones. Magnesium, it is used in chlorophyll, that is called photosynthesis process. Magnesium ions are used. So generally 2A group elements properties are similar to 1A group elements. This is the main topic in S block elements. In S block, once you remember, in periodic table, these are the left side. S block elements are left side in the periodic table. S block elements, except hydrogen, all S block elements are metals. In S block, radium and francium only radioactive element. Means overall in S block elements, when we observe, except hydrogen remain all are metals. First point. Second point, radium and francium only radioactivity elements. Next, remain all are metals. These are left side in the periodic table. These are generally highly reactivity elements. These are more metallic characters. These are more electropositivity characters. These are more basic characters compared to remain one. These its properties: more metallic character, more basic character, more compared to remain metals, more reactivity character. Because halogens also more reactivity character, but they are non-metals. In metals, more reactivity character elements are S block elements. So this S block elements means 1A group and 2A group. So it has a +1 and +2 oxidation number. So 1A group means NS1 configuration and NS2 configuration. So its configuration is simply called NS1 to 2. That is about the S block elements. So అయిపోయినా
1 hour 20 minutes.
ఓ 20 minutes వచ్చేసిందా?